right, what's going on, guys? So we have another range day here at the range down in Miami, Florida. I'm just gonna be working on some basic fundamental drills on accuracy, okay? I like shooting steel just so you see where I hit. I don't have to go to the paper every 5 minutes or every couple shots, and so you see what I'm hitting. If you wanna work on accuracy with steel, you gotta make the steel real small, aim small, miss small, right? So you can see here I have Legion target. I got about 6 inches here. It's about the size of a face. It's about a headshot size, okay? And then we have over here, it's a little bit smaller. This is about, I believe it's like 4 inches, I believe. This is a 4 inch, 4 inch, okay? So these are 3 right next to each other, okay? So when working steel on accuracy, you're not worried so much about, you got speed, accuracy, and then distance. How fast are you at what distance, and how accurate you are at that distance, right? Let's talk about when you're shooting at steel and you don't have frangible ammunition, you want to be at about 10 yards to 15 yards, more or less. We're about 10 yards right here. The goal here is to be able to at least, forget the sub-second fast shooting, all that bullshit. I don't give a flying fuck about that shit, okay? Basic fundamentals, basic to where you come out of the holster, okay, just came out, and I'm gonna go, all right, normal, speed. I have my front sight, got my rear sight, slowly squeezing the trigger, gun goes off and you hit, okay? Now, being able to apply the fundamentals without thinking about them, just natural muscle reaction, repetition, you have to do it a lot, meaning I don't really think about what I'm doing, I just do it, okay? And just like I was saying to you guys before, when you're aiming and I just push my gun out, and I'm talking to you as I'm shooting the gun, I know that I'm applying all the fundamentals and everything that I'm doing, even though I'm shooting. And I'm shooting headshots at 10 yards without even thinking about it. So I just go back and forth, go back to compress ready, come back out and shoot. I missed that one, okay? So come back over, center mass, front sight, rear sight, center mass, front sight, rear sight. Okay, both eyes are open at that time. I don't close one eye at this distance. Farther back you go, you may have to close one eye, okay? Now, something that is a huge debate, okay, and that me and John Lavelle talked about this. John Lavelle, I love you, but you are absolutely incorrect in this thing. If you are a right-handed shooter and you have a pistol and you're left eye dominant, okay, that means that your left eye dominates over your right eye. Everybody has a dominant eye, okay? This is a real quick debate. What do you do with a pistol? Well, it's very simple. It's not very complicated. All you're gonna do is get that front sight and that rear sight, move it off to your left eye. You still can shoot with both eyes open. Nothing changes, okay? You don't move your head at all. You don't move your head to the right. You don't move your head to the left. You just keep your head straight on cross. And all you're going to do is, just like I do, as you see, is when I come out, all I'm gonna do is my center and my rear sight, front sight, is gonna go to my left eye. And it's gonna be the same exact thing that I just finished doing, okay? So there you go on your eye dominance from left eye to right eye. Now, if your right eye dominant, it's the same exact thing. Now I'm aiming for my right eye, coming out from compress ready, punching out, and going to the right eye, okay? That's the only difference. What happens is, after a certain amount of time, if you get in the habit of moving your head, meaning if you come out and you're doing this all the time, you're not looking down the center of your eye anymore. Your eye is gonna tend to get tired a lot faster, creating your eye to become blurry. Your eyesight's not gonna be the same after a while if you constantly turn your head this way. The same exact time, same thing, okay? My peripheral vision is cut by probably 30 to 40% on the left side. Why? Because now, if I turn my head this way, instead of having peripheral vision all the way across here, okay, now I stop seeing about right here. Do you see that? I don't have any more peripheral vision. Now, if I'm straight over, my peripheral vision comes all the way out this way, scans all the way this way, and I can see all this right here. When my head turns, looking through this gun this way, okay, taking my right eye out of, pretty much out of the aiming part, okay, now I'm cutting all my peripheral vision from here to here. So I'm losing probably about 25 to 30% of my peripheral vision on the left side of my body. You don't ever want to do that. Okay, if I'm shooting, boom, 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 I want to be able to see from here to here. If I got a threat that's on this side, bang, 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 I can readdress them over here on this side, or we can readdress them on the right side. Okay, simple little concept for eye dominance, okay? I'm not gonna go over how you get eye dominance. If you don't know what eye dominance is, you can Google that and you can YouTube it, and there's 150,000 videos on how to get eye dominant. I'm left eye dominant. When I shoot the rifle, I shoot right-handed. I just aim with my right eye. The only difference is if you run a red dot, okay? All you have to do is when the rifle comes up to your shoulder, okay, is you're gonna close your left eye and reopen it and create dominance on your right eye. It's gonna take you a split second to get that dominance on your right eye, but once you got it, you're good to go, right? And a lot of times on a rifle, you may have to close, since you're left eye dominant, you might have to close your eye a little bit more often, your left eye a little bit more often than a regular guy that could shoot with both eyes open, right? It's the only difference, but I'm a right-handed and that's how I learned how to shoot. So, if not, if you've never shot a rifle before and you're left eye dominant, then go ahead and learn lefty with your rifle, okay? So talking about accuracy again, once again, there we go. The basic fundamentals of accuracy, being able to create it muscle memory, not talking about speed, not talking about anything. I want to be able to apply the fundamentals of shooting without thinking about them, right? When you first become a shooter, you have the 7 different fundamentals of whatever it is, and you have to process it through your brain. I have to have my stance right, I have to have my grip right, I have to have all these things. After a while, after so many repetitions, you don't really think about it, it just happens naturally, and you shoot naturally, and not worry about everything you're doing, okay? So that's the goal, all right, is to be able to apply the fundamentals without thinking about them, if that makes any sense to you, okay? So, accuracy drill number 1, 10 yards out, pretty much exactly what I did. Something very basic, something simple that you could do either at a regular range. It doesn't even have to be like here at a range where you have, you know, complete control. You're just gonna come out of the holster, no speed, no nothing. You come out, proper coming out, where, you know, just coming straight out, punching out. Before you're even thinking about it, all you're doing is just putting everything in place and then shooting. Come back to compress ready, putting everything in place, and just shooting. Compress ready, putting everything in place, and shooting, okay? Do that for a couple of magazines, and at that point, as soon as that front sight is clear and it's hitting center mass, squeeze the trigger. Front sight is clear, center mass, squeeze the trigger. Front sight is clear, center mass, squeeze the trigger, okay? Accuracy 1, okay? 101. You want to say it like that. It's pretty simple. This is for your basic level entry type of drill where you don't have paper or whatever and you have steel. Aim small, miss small. All right, so staying with accuracy here. Now we're gonna go out to about 15 yards out. 15 yards out. We're actually going to a smaller target. You have the triple targets down there. Legion targets are about 3 or 4 inches each, okay? So it's a little bit harder. Probably gonna have to take a little bit more time on the shooting. A lot of guys are very quick on their feet, meaning they shoot very quickly on their feet. Bang, 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 bang. All right, the center of gravity, okay? It's a little harder when you go from position to position to position. That's why you see me on a lot of my videos always going to kneeling, reverse prone, and all that, you know, whatever. In a real life scenario, if you are shooting standing, you're gonna be moving. You're not gonna most likely stand still. You're gonna be like fucking moving and shooting at the same time, or at least getting off the X. If not, you're gonna be behind cover. You're gonna run the cover, get behind cover, behind something. Whether you're standing or you're gonna be really small. You're gonna try to, you know, come around pie in the corner, whatever it is that you want to do, okay? So I like to do all these different positions. Now, when you shoot in a standing position, okay? And we're about, I think we're about 15 yards out now or so. Talking about 4 inches, we're talking about in between the eyes almost, you know? Now you gotta take a little bit more time, okay? You're gonna punch out, look at the front sight, rear steady, okay, steady, boom, okay, I hit that one, all right? Come back over, now right side, slow, okay, down one, left side, miss the left one, okay? A little bit fast, all right, let's see if we can do it again. Coming from center, all right, compress ready, comes back out, slow, okay, got down one, slow, got down one, slow, missing the left one for some reason, okay, there we go, we got the left one, okay? So what do? I missed the left one twice. What did I do wrong, okay? I went from center, right side, left side. Okay, I could go center, left side, right side, doesn't really matter. Okay, you're engaging multiple targets, but they're literally very close together. So all you're doing is you're getting that front sight, you're moving it from one side to the other, okay, however you want to do it. If you're shooting with both eyes open, you can shoot with both one eye closed at this distance, especially at 4 inches, at a 4-inch target, okay? As you do it, the whole goal is to just make sure and you are consistent. Every single time you do, you want to be consistent. And then as you do it, okay, and you're talking, or not talking, but as you're concentrating on what you're doing, trigger, okay, trigger prepping and all that type cool stuff, which you get in my classes and all that, you learn how to do it, okay? Accuracy. Now, that wasn't too bad. Bang, 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 1, 2, 3, 15 yards out, 4-inch steel, okay. Now let's change the game a little bit. We're going from standing to kneeling. So you're talking about, okay, here, and now all of a sudden now I'm down here. Now I'm shooting upward, okay? Now I went from this to this, and I have to adjust here for that, okay? When you change that adjustment, it resets everything you just finished doing. So you have to remember that. When you're gonna shoot, if I shot here, I shot it, okay, boom, I shot it, comes back here, okay, slow, boom, I got it, all right? Now I come back up, staying up here, okay, slow, boom, I got it, okay, back down here, slow, boom, I got it, all right, up here to the right side, oh, boom, I got it, reload, and I got no more ammo. Okay, so the whole point is that regardless of what you're doing, you have to find that front, rear, drop, up, down, whatever it is, right side, left side, resets itself every single time because of you going up and down, okay? You're gonna move, your hands are gonna move. The more tired you get, breathing hard and all that, you have to learn to control your breathing and all that. Simple drill, okay? The drill itself would be, let's say you get 3 magazines and you run this simple drill, standing, kneeling, standing, kneeling, standing, kneeling, and every single time you stand and kneel, you shoot a different target. So you would be standing, we're gonna go with the center one first, right? So it would be come out here, center, bang, kneeling, bang, right side, bang, standing, right side, kneeling, left side, standing, left side, kneeling. And you work it, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, okay? At 15 yards, 4 inches, and that's the goal, to work that accuracy. People always wonder why these competitive shooters are so good. Well, they're shooting 50,000 rounds a year. The repetition, they do the same exact movements every single day, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. At the same time, like my buddy JJ Ricaza, you know, he does so much dry firing. Now, what dry firing helps is it makes your body remember the movement. So when you're here and you have to come out of the holster and you come straight forward, every single time that you come out, you're coming exactly the same. It never changes, it never changes, okay? So accuracy, to work on the accuracy before anything. There's an old saying, accuracy is final, and it's true. You know, shot placement is what counts. God forbid you have to get in some kind of encounter or something like that. If your accuracy is no good and your fundamentals are shit, then all that speed goes out the window, especially if someone's trying to punch you in the face or somebody's grabbing you and fucking you up. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to apply the fundamentals without thinking about it in every possible scenario, worst case scenario, all right? And you just gotta get out there and rep. Okay, guys, so that's it for today. Quick accuracy drill for the beginners, for the fundamentalists out there. Nothing crazy and nothing running around and all that. It was just the basics, okay? Hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment, let me know, and on to the next one.